What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham news update. Now, as I said in the last video, this video is going to be all about all these brand new screenshots which are just being released for the game. All really cool stuff. Some of them show characters that we haven't even seen in action yet, so that's really exciting. So I have a lot to talk about with these. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so the very first screenshot is Batcow. Now, I'm not kidding here, this is a playable character in the game, it's Batcow. I do know, well, I don't really know the origin properly, but I remember seeing this character announced for Scribblenauts Unmasked, which was on the, I think, PC and 3DS or something. So that's pretty cool to see that they're, you know, they're really digging deep into the DC universe to find some really obscure looking characters that you just wouldn't really know of, but once you see them in the game, you're like, I want to play as that. I want to play as that so badly. I mean, it's a cow, but it's like Batman or something. It's crazy, but it's hilarious, and I know a lot of you are probably going to put in the comments, you know, a lot more detail into this character, but please do, because I read every comment as much as possible, really, and it's really good research for me, because I get to learn more about the characters. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this screenshot. I mean, yeah, did they show, yeah, I think they did show gameplay of him, but they just showed him running around. So maybe he can attack, maybe not, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. So this character right here it could be an alternate costume for when the game actually releases, but apparently it's like an exclusive figure at Comic-Con or something, which you can only get at Comic-Con, but it's actually playable in the game. Now, I don't know a lot about this character, you know, this costume. I'm not sure if it gives you any cool powers or something. They just kind of showed the design of it, but it looks really cool, and it's called Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's as best as I'm gonna be able to do for any pronouncing of that, but you know, it's really cool, and it's always nice to see a lot more costumes. This could be a standalone character or something, but I think personally I'd rather have it as a, you know, a costume, because then it doesn't fill up a character slot, because that could be used for, I don't know, a Nightwing or something, you know, something more obscure and different could be used instead of just a costume all the time. But it's still really cool. I mean, I can't wait for pretty much every character in this game. I think this game is getting me more and more excited by the day. I mean, I was already excited for it, but the more I hear about it, the more I want it. I just want it so badly. Now, this is a pretty cool reveal. So they've actually, I think it was this morning, they revealed Booster Gold and Skeets, which they didn't actually show at Comic-Con, and I don't even believe it's in the build. So it's really cool to see a character like this announced so, well, I guess I don't really know what to call it, late or early, because they haven't announced a release date, but they say it's fall. So we're close, but I guess we're still kind of far away. I don't really know, but I think back at Traveler Tales, they're working super hard to deliver an amazing game. And you know, as always, I think I've honestly enjoyed every LEGO game, but right now, ever since LEGO Marvel, I think I've enjoyed them even more than I ever did with the old games. I mean, I'll never forget LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Indiana Jones, LEGO Batman 1, all of those, but honestly, I am in love with the games today made by Traveler Tales. They're just so, they've always been so passionate, but now they just let everything loose, and with next gen, they can do anything at all, and I'm still surprised to this day what they add to each game. It's amazing. Oh boy, am I gonna have a hard time pronouncing this. So this is Mr. Izibzilik. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. I honestly, I've tried so many times to say it, and I just cannot pronounce it at all. But there's two screenshots of him, so this is the first one, you know, we get a really nice look at him. They did show some gameplay of him, you know, he can fly and things, and Arthur Parsons was saying that he is kind of like the only guy that can actually kill Superman, and he said, you know, if you're in co-op, if you want, you can kill Superman as this guy, so that's really cool. You know, it's really true to the characters. If that is the guy that can only kill Superman, you can kill Superman. I think it's really cool to see things like that. And then, of course, the next screenshot is him, like, floating. I think I've seen him before. I'm pretty sure I've seen him, he might have been in the Superman Returns video game. I could be wrong, probably am, but yeah, I think, if not, then I'm pretty sure I've seen him from a cartoon or something at some point. But yeah, he's a pretty cool character. He's very strange, but, you know, Strange is great. I love strange characters. You know, Batcow, Krypto, and Mr. whatever you pronounce it as. I think it's really cool to have some really obscure looking characters in these types of games. Now, when I saw this, I was actually really surprised. I mean, we've already got Martian Manhunter, who can fly, you know, he can turn into a big figure version of himself and smash up the place. It's super cool. Love that transformation. But we've actually got Miss Martian as well, which is really cool. I mean, again, I do love the DC universe, you know, but I am not as knowledgeable at it as most people might be. So, you know, I have to do research on these characters first. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is, you know, kind of like Martian Manhunter, but a female. So that's really cool to see a character like that, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for, you know, like brothers and sisters to team up with two Martian Manhunter and Miss Martian, and just fight, you know, fight all the bad guys in space and things. It's going to be a lot of fun with the co-op of this game, and I think with all the characters they're adding, it feels like this one feels the most like you actually want to play with co-op, you know, because you've got characters like Superman, and he could team up with Krypto, and then you got Miss Martian, she could team up with Martian Manhunter. So many awesome co-op combinations, and there's, you know, loads more to be announced real soon. And here he is, Krypto the Superdog. This is a brilliant look at the character, and he looks cute. He looks really cool and cute, and it's Krypto, you know. It's exactly what you'd expect. You know, there's two screenshots of him. It's kind of the same thing. He's just moving a little in this one, but you know, it's just such a cool character. He can fly. He's got heat vision. He can probably do all the other things Superman can. He's just a really fun character. I think he's one of the characters I'm most excited about playing as. He's just really cool. He's different. It's they never really touched upon animals in some of the LEGO games. I think they did in a few, but not really to this extent. But now we've got animals that can fly. We've got Batcow. You know, I mean, how much better can you get than that? Now this is Hawkman. Now this is super cool because I remember seeing Hawkman in LEGO Batman 2. I think he was already in the game. He might have been in DLC, but I'm pretty sure he was already in game. But he was, I'm going to be honest, okay. He was one of the okay characters, which was like, yeah, you know, he's alright. But this time, I think his design so far, like, we haven't seen any gameplay, but his design is awesome. I mean, that is perfect. I absolutely love that design, and I think he's going to be a really fun character to play as. I'm loving how many flying characters there are in this game. You know, the DC universe is full of characters that fly, and, you know, it's going to be really cool to see a character like this fly. Because we had, you know, who did we have in LEGO Marvel? There was like Angel, a Dark Angel or something, and then you also had Falcon. They had wings, so, you know, characters with wings have been done in the past, so, you know, Hawkman has every right to be in this game. Alright, so this next screenshot shows Blue Beetle. Now, I noticed in the comment section of my previous videos that many of you wanted to see this character in the game, and the awesome thing is, he's made it, you know. If a character like Krypto the Superdog can be put into this game, then, you know, Blue Beetle has a huge chance, and he doesn't need a chance because, like I said, he's in the game. So anyway, this first screenshot shows Blue Beetle, you know, flying. Of course, that's what he does. He looks really cool. I absolutely love the design. There's so much little detail in the characters. I feel that, like, every year now with the LEGO games, Traveller Tales put that much more little details in their characters that we never noticed the first time round. So that's the first screenshot of Blue Beetle, and then also the second screenshot actually shows him getting ready for combat. You know, he's got this big hand blaster kind of thing. Kind of reminds me of something sort of Mega Man-ish sort of character. So that's really cool, and you know, he probably has more abilities, and I believe they're going to be showing Blue Beetle gameplay off at the GameSpot live stream tonight or something. I'm not sure what the timing is because they haven't actually announced it. It's just on Twitter, Arthur Parsons said, you know, that they're going to show off Blue Beetle, Hawkman, and hopefully, I really hope they show Adam West because I want to see what he can do, you know, in his civilian clothes. Now this is a really cool character. So this is Akrillo, which is a Yellow Lantern. I think that's his name. I did a bit of research and I'm pretty sure I got that right. He looks awesome. You know, it's a big figure. love the big figures, absolutely love the addition of big figures in both Lego Marvel. It was amazing, and to see it back in this, brilliant. What the cool thing is though, however, is I found an interview where one of the developers actually mentioned that now there are big figures which can actually fly. So, you know, in Lego Marvel, like, I kind of felt like that was missing with characters like say the Iron Man Hulkbuster suit. It couldn't fly, it could just like hover, which was a shame because, you know, it would be awesome to fly around in that thing. So sadly it wasn't in that game, but with this game we can be a, you know, big lanterns and fly around, which is, well, that's what I think. I mean, you know, the lanterns are known for flying around, and they did say that big figures can fly, so if you put two and two together, probably that's what it means. And I'm hoping, you know, the trailer actually showed characters like, there was a lot of red lanterns. I think there was blue lanterns as well, but there was many red lanterns, so I'm hoping that means Atrocitus is in the game, because if he is, that's another one of the characters I was really hoping to see, so fingers crossed for him. And last but not least, we couldn't leave the man himself, Adam West. So, you know, we got a cool look at Adam West a couple of days ago, I guess, and, you know, we kind of just saw the top of him, but now we get a much better look. And I've got to be honest, when I first saw him, it kind of looked just like Stan Lee, you know, kind of exactly the same in a way, but now when I look at this one, it looks a lot more like Adam West. I mean, the suit is kind of similar, but it's different at the same time. I think it looks great. I mean, there's no problems with it whatsoever, and I'm hoping maybe at the GameSpot live stream or something. I don't know where it is, so I'll have to be sent it or something. Hopefully somebody does send it to me on Twitter or something. But yeah, you know, I really hope they show him off, because Stan Lee had all these cool abilities in Lego Marvel. I'm really hoping that Adam West is some sort of crazy Batman. You know, he has some really crazy abilities, so, you know, that would be really cool. And that's pretty much it for another video, guys. I mean, that's every screenshot that's been released so far. You know, if there's more screenshots, I'm happy to make another video and talk about all of them. Personally, for me, I am super excited for this game now. I mean, I was excited. I've mentioned this many times. I was excited, but there was times where I kind of felt maybe they're not going to go all out, and I feel very bad for thinking like that, because they have literally went all out on this game. You know, you got Superman turning into Clark Kent. You got Krypto the Superdog. You got Batcow, Blue Beetle, Hawkman. I could go on. There's so many characters that they've announced, and yet we don't know all 150. And there could even be more than 150, because, you know, Lego Marvel, I think they did pass that just a little. So any character could be in this, and I'm still hoping for, you know, Deathstroke, Green Arrow, Atrocitus. So many crazy things that could be added to this game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for lots more news on Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham and Disney Infinity 2.0. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.